Hey again everyone! As always at the end of each month, we've got another devlog for you all today, this time covering everything we've been up to throughout May of this year. Before we get started, I'd just like to remind everyone watching these devlogs, Exodus Rising is a constant work in progress and things can and likely will change between devlogs leading up to release. The past few months have been interesting for everyone here at Titan Rock, as we've been in contact with several publishers who have been interested in partnering with us. We want to keep you all as up to date as possible and be completely transparent with everything that's going on. We've had the chance to talk to some great people who have had some fantastic offers for us, which would have most certainly made the development of Exodus Rising far easier moving forward. Ultimately, however, we decided that remaining as an independent team was far more important than taking the easier road to travel. We're absolutely set for Exodus Rising to be an incredible game and for you all to have a fantastic time playing it. And of course that's why we're all working extremely hard every single day, whilst also working other jobs to keep our heads above the water. We'll continue to talk with publishers in case the right deal comes along, but for now our focus is entirely on pushing forward with what we have. With all that being said, what have we been up to this month? Well, the reason why I wanted to preface this devlog with the publisher section is because this has taken a lot of time out of development for us the last couple of months, and has allowed us to take a step back and really drill down into the gameplay experience and figure out what we can do to make Exodus Rising the best game it can possibly be. So, what have we been up to? With the majority of the back-end stuff complete, our technical designer can now get to work on some of the more fun areas of game development, and we're now polishing our AI and enemies. I thought I'd take this chance to sit down with him and take a deep dive into what he's been working on this month. Until now, our sword and shield fighters have been rather basic, just so that we could get this enemy into the game where we needed it to be. Before, it would hold up a shield to protect itself, which would nullify incoming damage and attack with a few combos. Whilst this did the job and functioned in combat, it was in no way reflective of the final experience that we wanted with this enemy. With the changes we've made so far, it will now protect itself with a shield and deliver a counter if its shield is struck with a light attack 3 times. Immediately afterwards, it delivers a punishing attack that deals high damage and forces you to move back out the way. In addition to this, when the sword and shield fighters block to protect themselves, you can break through their defense with a heavy attack. This encourages you to think a little more when approaching this enemy in combat. Updates have also been made to the movement of these humans. They will now dodge out of the way if struck multiple times when their shield is not up. This prevents you from simply spamming it in a never-ending stun lock until it dies. Work has continued on the mountain path that we showed off in the last devlog. The level design for this area is complete, and the next steps have been the implementation of visual effects, sound effects and set dressing. With all these things slowly making their way in, the level is really starting to come to life, and we're excited to see what you will think of it once it's complete. Certain locations in Exodus Rising aren't living up to the standards that we set for ourselves, and so we're working to replace them with something brand new and improved. For anyone that remembers the Kickstarter or EGX demo from 2018, the arena was the very first location built within the city of Vahrin, and we felt that this was the perfect location to start with. We've started blocking out the design for a shiny new Colosseum, which will be its replacement. For the last part of this devlog, I spoke to our level designer to get a better understanding of how this new location is going to be a drastic improvement on the current arena. Taking a step back and looking at the arena, it's a boring and forgettable place that serves little purpose in the story. You arrive there, kill some enemies, talk to some NPCs, and leave. That's it. We're implementing the new Colosseum in a way that will make for a much more memorable and meaningful experience. You'll have the entire area to explore, with many treasures to find, areas to traverse, and an end goal to work towards of conquering the Colosseum and killing the boss who's taken control of it. Traversal is something that the current arena lacks. Our objective with each level is to make use of the core mechanics that we have at our disposal in a way that makes the gameplay interactive and engaging. There was a strong absence of this in the arena, with very little to do and virtually no places to explore. The new Colosseum is being constructed in a way that makes much better use of our mechanics and makes you feel like you're progressing through this dense environment as you climb up and around the area. The Colosseum will now contain multiple unique areas to search for, each containing a variety of different rewards, from loot and unique items to puzzles and difficult encounters. To summarise, we're making sure that each location in Exodus Rising feels like a living, breathing area that will be an exciting and memorable part of your adventure, and we're starting with transforming the old arena into a grand Colosseum. And that's everything we've got for this month's devlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting to watch and listen to, despite that it was slightly different to our past devlogs. Finally, as always, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for watching these devlogs and leaving such supportive comments. We read every single comment on YouTube, Twitter, and all of our other socials, and some of the things you guys say are genuinely so heartwarming. They do wonders to boost the team's morale, and so we couldn't be more grateful for the support, and also happy that you're as excited for Exodus Rising as we are. We doubled our subscribers from the last devlog to 600, and we surpassed 1,000 followers on Twitter, which is absolutely crazy to think about, guys. I still remember back when we barely had a following at all, and to say that we've come this far and to have so many of you interested in what we're doing, it's just awesome. It really is. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I won't keep you all any longer. Thanks again, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.